Hello, myself Santanu Kole. I am a technical assistant of Department of Survey Engineering at Technic Polytechnic Institute. Today I am going to discuss about horizontal curve setting by instrumental method. There is two instrumental method. One is one theodolite and another is two theodolite. And as per name, there is one theodolite instrument used in one theodolite method and two theodolite instrument used in two theodolite method. And the one theodolite method and two theodolite method, both the procedure, the part of the calculation is same, but the field procedure is the different. So first, the common part of this two method, the calculation, we will discuss about the calculation. After that, I will discuss about the whole field procedure of these two methods. Okay. First, we have to know about some basic knowledge about the curve. Where we provide the curve. Basically, when we are going through a straight line, some obstacle comes, like maybe some huge hill, huge lake, or manual human made any building. So we have to divert. How much we diverted, and suppose we are going through a vehicle, we cannot go through actual from the divert point like this. We can see, suppose this is our first direction, but we got some obstacle from there, so we have to move in this direction. But when we go through the vehicle, we cannot go this and actual cross this angle, so we have to go smoothly. So that's why we have to provide a smooth curve. From here to here, we have to change our direction. From this direction to direction, we have to provide one smooth line. That's why we provide horizontal curve. So here we have some knowledge about the curve, some term. This and this, where these two line meets, this point, I will change the color. This point called horizontal intersection, and where curve the starting point and the ending point, those points are called tangent point. This is the starting point of the curve, this is the ending point of the curve. These point, those are both are called tangent point. Okay, and we have to measure from this direction, and we diverted this direction. How much we divert? This angle we diverted. This angle called deflection angle. What does it called? This is deflection angle. Okay, we have to measure this our theodolite instrument in the field, or maybe our design, when we provide the curve, our design section will tell us how much this angle will be. Okay. So another things we have to know, that when you provide a curve by one theodolite board, Rankine's method or two theodolite method, the curve will be divided many different of small chord like this. This is the smooth curve as per design, but when we provide in the field, we have to provide various small chord like this, because all the small chord when will be joined, that will be one full curve. Okay. So we have to divide into some small part, then we will join this part and it will be one full curve. Okay. So here we comes in the part of the first calculation. Okay, we can see this is our first direction. We diverted because of some obstacle there, natural or human made some obstacle there. How much we diverted? 5. Okay. After that, we have to put one curve, smooth curve there. But how to put? here there comes the calculation. We can see that first another thing we have to know that suppose this one is the we can see this picture. This is a quadrilateral, okay, this is a quadrilateral or Chaturbhuj. So if we draw this full circle, this is the center, this is the center of the full circle. So this one is the radius, okay, and these two are tangent, okay. So radius and tangent meet at 90-degree angle, we already know, and this is a quadrilateral. The 4 interior angle, summation of 4 interior angle is always 360 degree, okay, 360 degree, and these two are already 90, that means 180 degree. So remaining part, this angle and this angle, summation of this both angle is 180 degree, okay. And we can say this is a straight line. If we extend this line, this is an straight line. This angle is phi. So how much this will be? This will be also 180 minus phi, and this also angle phi. So this angle and this angle will be equal as per conclusion, okay. And if we see this triangle, see these are the tangent, and as per property of circle, we know the from one point both tangents are equal. This is the from outside point of the curve, these tangents are equal. So this length of this two tangents is equal. So this both angle will be equal, okay. And we know as per property of triangle, this and this summation of this equal to this angle. So if this angle is phi, so this both angle will be phi by 2. This angle phi by 2, this angle phi by 2. And before just we got the conclusion, this angle is equal. So this angle is also phi. So we can get the conclusion that whatever angle made tangent and chord, this will be half of the angle made in center, or reversely we can say that this angle is twice of the angle made between the tangent and the long chord or any chord, okay. So come here, that suppose this one will be our curve, okay, this one will be our curve. This is the first point on the curve, okay. We select the length L from here to from L, and the first angle is delta 1, okay. So how much angle this chord will made in the center? This will be 2 delta 1. This is 2 delta 1, okay. So the chord made with the tangent of angle is delta 1, and the same chord is made an angle in the center is twice of the angle, that means 2 delta, okay. So from the circle we can say that the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, you know, 2 pi r, that means full circumference. And how much angle this made in center? This is 360 degree. So we can say that this chord, and if we zoom this chord and this chord and this arc, length of difference of these two is very negligible. So we will assume that both distance are equal, okay. So the ratio of the first chord or first arc from here to first point of the curve and the angle made in center, and the ratio of the full circle and angle made in center equal to will be same. Okay, so from here we can get the conclusion that angle TOP1, that means angle TOP1, this angle and L1, that means the length of the chord equal to 360 degree, divided by 2 pi r. This is the ratio, and these both are equal. Okay. So from the equation we get this one. This one is 2 delta. So we will put the value here. 2 delta. Actually this one is L. 2 delta, that means 2 delta angle made in center, and the length of the chord equal to 360 divided by 2 pi r. It goes to upside, and the value of delta is 360 degree. It will downside, it will come outside and upside, and it will multiply, and remaining part 2 pi r in the downside. So the value of delta comes like this: 360 degree into multiply L1 by 2 pi r. Okay. So if you put the value 2 pi and 360 degree, all the value it will come. Okay, sorry, one thing, that value will come in degree. That value will come in degree. Okay, but as we can see, the angle is very small. Sometimes sometimes it may not come in degree. So we will calculate this angle in minute. So this is, if this come degree, this value come in degree. If we multiply with 60, that because 60 minute equal to 1 degree, so it will, the unit of the value will become in minute, and we have to multiply 60. So the actual value comes like this: 360 multiply 60 multiply by L1 and underline 2 multiply 2 pi r. Okay. So if we calculate this value, it comes 1718.9 or 19, no issue, divided by r L1. This is the main formula. We will use this formula for calculating the remaining angle, deflection angle. Okay. Another things, we have to check the calculation is correct or not. How? Just look at the picture. If we provide some various multiple chord, we have to provide multiple chord. First delta 1, then delta 2, then delta 3, like this. We will achieve this, the end of the curve. After that, the actual total summation of angle, what we get? We get this whole angle. Okay. So how much this will be? This is the half of the angle. Before just we get this angle is half of the, we already got the conclusion, this angle is half of the deflection angle. So this whole angle is half of the deflection angle. So if we sum of this all delta like this, if we add all this delta like this, we will get this whole angle. Okay, and this is our 5/2. Okay, so we have to check this all delta like this. We have to check after the calculation this is coming or not. If delta 1, delta 2 and up to delta n number of delta, we have to got, if it becomes 5/2, then our calculation is correct. Okay. Suppose we will discuss about one example for easily understand. Okay. We have some data. The radius of the curve 250 meter, deflection angle 30 meter. That means this angle is 30 degree. The radius of the curve 250, and change of intersection point 1250 meter. That means change of this point is 1250 meter. Okay, and peg interval is full peg interval is 20 meter. Okay, we will calculate the whole calculation. Okay, we know the formula to calculate the tangent length. This one from here to here tangent length. The formula is R tan phi by 2. Okay, from the data R is 250 meter, R equal to 250 meter. Okay, so phi equal to 30 degree. Okay, so this is the formula of tangent length R tan phi by 2. So we will put the value 250 tan phi by 2, that means 15 minute it comes 67 meter. So from here to here length is 67 meter, and the length of the curve from here to here, the length of the curve, the formula is pi r phi by 180, pi r phi by 180. Okay, we know the value of radius, that is 250 meter, and we know the value of phi, that is 30 meter, and we get the value 130.89 meter. Okay, 130.89 meter. This is the length of the curve. Okay, so why we calculate this value? We have to know when we going through making an alignment, we have to not we will calculate through the chainage. We have to mind in setup. We have to set up in mind everything. We will work through the throughout the chainage. Okay, because one project, when we work with a project, we will work with the chainage. Okay, so as per data, this chainage of this point is 1250. So this is our increasing chainage dictation from here to here before, but when we come this direction, this will be negative. So this is, if this one is 1250, what is the chainage of this point? Or from here we have to subtract the value of this tangent point. So we get the chainage of the first tangent point. What it will be like? Chainage of the T1, chainage of TP, that means this point is 1250 minus 67, that means 67 means the length of this tangent 1250 minus 67 equal to 1183. So the chainage of the T1 is first point, starting point of the curve is 1183. And how we will get the chainage of T2? The chainage of T2 should be, now our direction, first our direction was this, but when you divert it, we have to provide the curve. Our element, new element is through the curve. So the chainage of the last point of the curve, or that means T2 is chainage of this first point of the curve and add of summation of this length of the curve. So chainage of second tangent point is chainage of the first tangent point and length of the curve. Chainage of the first tangent, length of the curve, that is 1313.89. So chainage of the last point is 1313.89 and chainage of the first point is 1183. So now as per data we can see we have to provide 20 meter interval. So we will not start from this starting point 20 meter interval, because this is not the value that we can divide it by 20. Okay, so we have to go a round figure, that is end 0, because 20 have, we can see 20 have the 0 at the end. So we will go the value after one first chainage, what value has, first value has 0 at the end. So 1183, if we see after 1183, the value after the value 1190 is the first point, first chainage, first value has 0 at the end. So we will start our every 20 meter interval after the chainage of 1190. Okay, so 1183, after 103 the value is 1190. From here we will start the value 1190, we will start our 20 meter interval from here. So there will be one small chord from 1183 to 1190. So how much it will be? 1183, it will be 7 meter. Okay, so our first small chord, there is a small chord starting of the every 20 meter interval, this will be 7 meter. So this called our initial subchord. We can see length of the initial subchord, how much will be? 1190 minus 1183 is 7 meter. So after that we will provide our 20 meter interval peak. Okay, and we can see our last chainage, or that means end of the curve is 13, how much it will be? 1313.89. This is 1313.89. Okay, this is the chainage 1313.89. This is the last chainage. So we cannot go if we put every 20 meter interval peg, we cannot go 1313.89. Before we have to find before what chain edge is has 0 at the end, because 20 has the end 0 at the end. So this one is 1310. We will go through the 20 meter interval and last peg will be 131 at the chain edge of 1310. So how much it will be? 19106 number of 20 meter full chord, and we will achieve the last point of the 20 meter interval, that is 1310. And another small chord would be remaining at the end. How much that will be? That will be 131389. That means that chain edge like this. If we draw the picture, we achieve last point this. Every 20 meter interval we got and we just achieve this point, but remaining part, this one how much? This one chain edge is 1310, and that is 1313.89. Postpone. কি হচ্ছে এটা? The chain edge of this point 1313.89. So this length, how much this will be? 131389.1310. That means 3.89. This is the last or final subchord. Okay, the length of the final subchord is 131389 minus 1310, that is 3.89. So we got the 3 chord, that is one initial subchord 7 meter and number of full chord 20 meter and number of full chord is 6, and the last or final chord is 3.89. Okay, so comes to the part of the calculation. As the formula was 1718.9 in multiply with L by R. Okay, that was the formula. So first L1 is how much? Is 7 meter. First L1, that means first initial subchord is 7 meter. 1718.9 multiply with value the put here 7 meter. Radius of the curve is 250 meter. We got the value 0 degree 48 minute 8 second. Okay, and our remaining all the full chord is 20 meter. Number of 6 chord we know, that is 1718.9 multiply 20 meter divided by 250 meter. We just put the value, we got the angular value is 2 degree 17 minute 31 second. That is the angular value for the remaining 6 full subchord. As the subchord length is the same, so all the 6 deflection angle will be the same. And the last part of the curve, that is final subchord, the value of the final subchord is 3.89. So we put the value 1719.3.89 divided by radius, that means 250 meter, and we got the value 0 degree 26 minute 45 second. So now we have to check arithmetically, that I already told before. Okay, so we have to check this is coming phi by 2 or any defined angle. If come this phi by 2, then our calculation is okay. Okay, let's see. First deflection angle 48 degree 8 minute, sorry 0 degree 48 minute 8 second, and number of full chord was 6. So number of deflection angle also be 6. So 6 multiply with this 2 degree 17 minute 31, that means angle of deflection angle of full chord, remaining full chord, and last for the last final chord the angle is deflection angle 26 minute 45 second. So if we add this 48 minute 8 second 6 multiply 2 degree 17 minute 31 second and remaining the deflection angle for the final subchord, we get the value 14 degree 59 minute 59 second. But our phi, the value of phi was 30 degree, so phi by 2 equal to 15 degree. So this and this value approximately same. We got the value 1 second less because we calculate this is round figure. After that maybe some fraction was there, we neglect this. So our value comes like this 14 degree 59 second. This is almost 15 degree. So our calculation is correct. Okay. So This is the part of the calculation. We have to made one table. Okay. For the field procedure, our calculation is almost ready, but for the field procedure, we have to made one table. So what will be the table? I'll zoom this. Okay. The table is first, in the first row, this is on the point. What point we will provide in the curve? The change of the every point, the chord length, that means 7 meter every 20 meter, and last remaining length of the final subchord. Deflection angle or every subchord, that means this one, deflection angle, this one, we calculate the value here. Okay. And that this is total deflection angle and angle to be set. I will discuss about this. Okay. We have to fill up this way. Okay. We have to fill up this way, hold the table for the purpose of the work. What was our first change of the starting point? That was 1183. We already calculate from the tangent point and from the change of the intersection point. That is first point of the curve 1183. After that, we assume our first point of the curve where we started the full chord, that is 119, that is round figure, and after that we add 20 meter, 20 meter, 20 meter, 20 meter. You can see first from here to how much chord? 7 meter initial subchord, and every 20 meter we add and change also increasing every 20 meter, and we achieve the last full chord. The point of full chord is 1310 change, and after that the remaining final subchord is 3.89 meter. Okay. So we just add every 20 meter and we got the change. Okay. And those are the point of the on the curve. Okay. So for the 7 meter interval, we already calculate the value of the for the 7 meter initial subchord. The deflection angle is 48 minute. We already know, we already calculate, and all this angle from this 20 meter interval, this angle comes, and for the last for the final subchord, we got the deflection angle 26 minutes 45 seconds. Okay. So what is now total deflection angle? Total deflection angle is, if we see the picture like this, I will just show you. Just watch the picture. From here we got just first delta 1. Then again from here we deflect this angle. So how much this we deflect? We deflect this angle. So this, if this one is delta 1, this one is delta 2. So how much we total deflect? Delta 1 and delta 2. And after that we delta 3. So how much we total deflect? Delta 1 plus delta 2 and delta 3. So this is the total deflection angle. We have first, our deflection angle is 40. Our first deflection angle is 48 minutes 0 second, and after that our deflection angle is our first deflection angle, we can see our in the first point there is no deflection angle. There is no deflection angle because this is the starting point of the curve. There is no deflection angle from the first point of the curve, that is P1, 7 meter interval, 7 meter for the 7 meter first initial subchord. Our deflection angle is 48 minutes, and this is the first deflection angle. And after that, our for the 20 meter second deflection angle for the 20 meter full chord is 2 degrees 70 minutes 31 seconds, and we have to just multiply from this value and this value we multiply, we got the value this one. Okay. And after that this value we got this value, we got this one. Okay. After that we just add this value to this value and we got this. This is just coming delta 1 plus delta 2 and delta 3, delta 4, and we got the total deflection angle, that is 14 degree 59 minutes 59 seconds. Okay. So now we will use our vernier theodolite in the field. So what we know, the least count of the vernier theodolite is 20 seconds. Okay. But we can see our value comes like 39 minute 31 second, 43 second, but our least count is 20 seconds. So how we'll set up? We have to made this figure in round figure. How? Like this. We have to assume like our last value was 8 seconds, but we have to make this value to 0 second or 20 second or 40 second. Okay, so if we go from 8 second to 20 second, we have to add 12 second, or if we go come 0 second, we have to negative or minus 8 second. So what will be nearest to 20 second? We just plus or minus. Okay, so from here we can see, obviously if we minus 8 second, that will 0 second, it will be less than 12 second. Okay, so the value for the angle to be set for the theodolite, it will become 48 minute 0 second, because 0 second is nearest to the 8 rather than the 20 second. Okay, and another we can see 3 degree 5 minute 39 second. Obviously 39 seconds is nearest to the 40 second rather than the 20 second. So we will assume the value is 40 second. Same, both this one is 41 second. Obviously for after, between 49 and 60, 40 is the nearest to the 41 second. So we will assume the value is 40 second. Okay, so whole the value we just assume of the multiply of 20 second, because we have to set in the 20 second or 30 second, so 20 second or 40 second or 60 second as per the theodolite. Okay, so we got the angle to be set, this whole value, and this chord we will use in the field. Okay, so now come to the field. Okay, so up to this point the calculation for the both procedure, that means one theodolite, deflection angle by one theodolite and two theodolite, both calculation part of the calculation is the same. Now come to the field procedure. Field procedure is a little bit different. Now first come to the one theodolite. One theodolite, we can see as per name we will use one theodolite instrument for this method. Okay, how it will be, it will use, we can see the picture, and I will draw also. Suppose this one is T1, this one is end point of the curve, this one deflection angle we already measure. First we have to set up our instrument here, that means theodolite instrument set up here. We have to set 0, vernier and main scale 0 towards this direction. Okay, then we clamp up our main scale and open our vernier scale, and we put the value, first, angle will be set that value, we put the value first, this value we set up in this theodolite. So first we have to 0 in this direction, we have to put the value, and we have to put the value, and we got the angle. We got the angle delta 1. Okay, and first length, what was the first length? The first length as per table we can see the first length of the first chord is 7 meter. So we have to measure, just put the angle delta 1, and one man should be here on the line in zigzag way, and the theodolite man will direct the man go left side or right side, and it will come one time, it will come in the line, and from here we have to measure. From here we have to measure the length, that is 7 meter. So we get the first point on the curve. As we can see the picture, from here we set up instrument and we just measure the value of delta 1 and measure the point. This one is 7 meter, and we got the first point of the curve. And again after that we have to set up instrument again. How much that angle will be? The angle will be this one, this total deflection angle. The angle will be total deflection angle to be set in the column. So this angle will be set again. So this angle will be set, that means this angle from here, this angle to be set, we have to set, and the number of full chord already our started from here. But you have to remind in mind that after that we have to measure the full chord after the first peg interval after the first end of the initial subchord. So this was also first end of the initial subchord, and this is the line we have to measure. So this is our line of angle, that is our angle to secant delta, and this value I will in different color. This value is the second point of the second chord, that is full chord. Now after that again we have to set up this way the theodolite angle, and our value will be, this value is the 20 meter. After that we will, like this we achieve the end of the curve, and it will be close at T2. Okay, like this we have to measure this angle from here, and we have to measure from the end of the last chord. Okay, so we come at the end, and at the end we will meet the T2, and all the point we will put one peg and we will join. Here we got the point like P1, P2, and again P3, P4. That all the point if we add, we got our curve. Okay, so that will be first fill procedure. Okay, another process, that is two-theodolite method. Okay, that is two-theodolite method. The calculation, as I already told, the calculation is the same, but the fill procedure is different. So as per name, we have to use two theodolite instrument. Okay, so one theodolite will be set up there, one theodolite will be set up there. Okay, so from here, this theodolite, as the one theodolite method, we have to set 0 in this direction, but this theodolite we will set the 0 at this direction. That means from here, from the last point of the tangent, from the end point of the curve, the instrument will set up, the 0 will be set at the first point of the curve. That means in this direction the instrument will be 0 set, and first, as per one theodolite method, the instrument set up at first point of the curve, that is set up 0 at the intersection point. Okay, so as per this, just we set up 0, and main scale, vernier scale 0, we just put one flag there, we set up 0, and after that we measure delta 1, we got the line. Okay, and after this, from this I will change the color. From this we set up 0 here. We will also go same clockwise direction. We have this, we set up first delta 1 first angle for the initial subchord, and we got the delta 1, and if we extend this line and extend this line, these both line will meet up one point, that is the first point of the curve. Now how it will be possible to find this point in the field? First point, from here one man will direct the man with a ranging rod, it will just comes in the line, maybe here it is the line, and when this instrument operator will see this man, he will see right side of his alignment, because this is his line, right side of this man standing in over there. So he is watching this, his right side, he will direct the man to come in left side, and again he will operate if he got out from his alignment. So after that, in this line, if he come like this, and if he come one time, he will come particular this point, but he will meet this particularly at this point, and this is the common point that we can see from here also, and both of the alignment, and this is the first one on the curve. And same things we will repeat like this, instrument here. Okay, we will repeat. First delta 1 already done, this one first delta 1 already done, and after that we will set the delta 2, that means this angle we will set up, and we will set up delta 2 from there. Okay, delta 2 already, and this point is the common point on the, and this point is the second point on the curve, that means P1. So after that delta 3, delta 4 we set up, we got delta 3, the point meet the midpoint, that is first point, this one, that point will, if we add in the field, we will got the smooth curve. Okay, so that is the both field procedure and the basic difference of the deflection angle method, 1 theoretic and 2 theoretic. Now comes the drawing. How the drawing sheet will be. Okay, as per the field procedure, our drawing sheet also almost will be same. Okay, the drawing will be made in half sheet. Okay, one half of the one A1 sheet. Okay, so now the part of the drawing is it is easy. We know the here will be nameplate, here will be some small margin. Okay, here will be some small margin, we already know. Here we have to show the calculation. What is the part of the calculation? We don't need to show this. We don't need to show this. Sorry. In the part of the calculation, we do that. In the part of the calculation, we don't need to show this. We only just have to put this one. This one. We have to put only this one. This one and the calculation of the tangent, calculation of the chin edge, and all the curve length, all the calculation we have to put there. Okay, all the part of the calculation we have to put there. So that is the part of the calculation. Here is the nameplate, and the drawing will be like this. This is the angle delta we measure in field. We have to put with this our drawing instrument, and here from here we have to measure first angle, that is delta 1, first delta 1. Okay, delta 1, and just extend this line and just measure by scale this one first length of the subchord, and this is the point of first point of the curve. And again we have to measure this angle, that is second delta 1, and we have to measure the length from here to here, from here to first point on the curve, that is from here to here, and this length will be first point on the curve. Another, we have to measure this angle from here, and length of the both will have to measure simultaneously, from here to angle or from here to distance. Okay, again from here to this angle we have to measure, and this will be our distance, that means chord length. So here we come to the last point, that is T2, that is T1. Okay, so this is the drawing sheet. There is nothing. We have to choose our suitable scale as per our data. I will choose just for the example 1 is 400. It will be less. I think it will be less for you. Maybe 1 is to 100 for you. Okay, so this is the part of the first 1 theoretical method, first drawing. And another drawing as per field procedure, it will be same like this. As per field procedure, I already told. Here will be the nameplate, and here the calculation, from radius tangent calculation, arithmetical check. Arithmetical check should be both in the sheet. Okay, then tangent calculation, curve length calculation, chin edge calculation, and all the deflection angle calculation. Okay, so here is the title. And what is the title? The setting out simple curve by 2 theoretic method. Okay, from here we have to measure this deflection angle by our drawing instrument, and here from here as per first sheet we have to also make this one, this delta, and from here as per we work in the site. Okay, from here we just measure this line, we just extend both line, we can see the first meetup of the both line, the common point. This will be our first point on the curve. Same second line, that is second angle, that is this one, and the second angle, that is this one. This both meet up in this point, that is the second point on the curve. Same, this is the third deflection angle, and this is the third deflection angle. They both are met at the same point. Okay, so these are the line that point on the, this is the point that on the curve. So if we join all the point smooth, that will become a one smooth curve. That is the difference, basic difference, and from 2 theoretical method and 1 theoretical method, the field procedure is difference, and the calculation for the both are the same. Hope my class is you like my class. Thank you.